Hello and welcome into Ticker Property, where each week we analyse what's trending in the world of property. We'll dive into a topic each week, answer a viewer question, which I'm going to come up with this time around. Kiani Mills is my co-host every week, CEO of KLM Conveyancing. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. We've done well with the jacket. We never talk beforehand.
No. But I always bring a spare though.
Oh, do you?
We learned our lesson one time.
We wore this jacket once and it was a bit embarrassing, but that's fine.
I wasn't embarrassed.
No. Okay. Neither was I. Ticker Property is presented by our partners at KLM Conveyancing, who specialise in residential, commercial conveyancing and developments across Australia. Learn more at klmconveyancing.com.au. We've got a special guest. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, what's trending today?
So we've got a bit going on in the industry at the moment. We've had a few exciting sales over the weekend. We had a guest in last week speaking about the excitement in the market at the moment. But the exciting thing for me this week is that it seems like apartments are back.
Really?
So apartments really kind of dropped off a little bit, especially in your Toorak and South Yarra areas. We had an amazing sale over the weekend from my good friends at Burton's Real Estate. They sold a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car park apartment at River Street in South Melbourne, and it sold for a record price, $350,000 over the record of $1 million for a 2-bedroom apartment.
So I've heard that apartments are kind of dead at the moment, but not that one.
Apparently I think this is exciting. This could be the tipping point.
350,000, my goodness, that's incredible.
I know. Great sale.
Amazing. Okay, so that's the first talking point, which is, changing what we've been speaking about recently. That's exciting in a way. What's our second one for this week?
Well, I think it's always topical as we move into different seasons.
Yes.
We're now in autumn and you can feel it. It is cold. I've got my heater on. I have my slippers
Already?
on.
Your heater?
I have my heater on this morning. Getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning is not my friend anymore.
Not mine either.
I still have to do it though. But look, it is getting a bit dark and it is getting a bit cold. So I'm really interested, and this is more of a discussion piece around, I wonder what our industry is going to do now that we are going to lose daylight savings.
Right.
We are kind of going into what we call our cooler months and
Yep.
hibernating for winter and things like that. So we have had amazing auction clearance results again this weekend, 80% or in the 80s, which is amazing. So it's still really positive, it's still really exciting, but I really hope that in what can be somewhat of a quieter time,
Right.
we really do keep this positive continuation in the market.
Do you think this time could be different given how much we are talking about the property market right now?
Yeah, I really, really feel so. I don't feel like it's slowing down.
No.
We've had sales come out of the woodwork. We've had vendors get excited. I don't think so, but again...
You never know. But just a random thought, obviously we were locked down for all of last year. People aren't going to be worried about cold weather this time around. They just want to be out.
I shouldn't think so.
No.
But
anyway,
who knows?
Keep us up to date. Okay, that's our second talking point. We've got our third, events in property. What's this all about?
Look, this is exciting. As we're getting back to face, we do know that our world does thrive on human interaction, touch and feel, and as much as we're allowed to.
Yep.
But there's amazing things going on in the property industry. And the property industry is a huge broad sector, and there's so many different professions that form our property sector.
Right.
So there is upcoming face-to-face events, there is virtual events, there's conferences, there's seminars, and some really cool parties that are coming out.
Really?
So watch this space.
Yeah.
I'm on top of all of it. So I will be coming to you not only with the important factors about our property industry, but what's going on, what's hot, what to look out for, and where you want to be seen on the weekend.
So, well, that's interesting. So are you out and about on the weekends then? Are you whining and dining at these property events?
Maybe hosting as well.
Really?
And even facilitating some of them myself. So
there you go. All
got
right.
a lot of fun things to look forward to.
Let me know. Send me an invite.
I will.
Should we get to our guest for this week?
Let's do it. Let's bring her in.
Okay, so our guest this week is Brooke Smith from Lucid Vue. It's a virtual reality, is here to join us in the studio. Well, it's our brand new studio just up there. So what you need to know, this up and coming technology, which is shaking up the industry, may not be familiar to most outside of video game or PlayStation, but Brooke is here ready to go. Welcome to Ticker Property. How are you today?
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. I'm well, thank you.
So what do we need to know? Just firstly, I mean, the intro's there. I don't know too much about this space. Let us know a little bit more.
Yeah, sure. So Lucid Vue is basically a technology company, and we're building immersive and virtual, very interactive applications servicing the property sector. So allowing and assisting developers and sales agents to sell off-the-plan property. So we do specialise in that space. We specialise in the off-the-plan development space, and our services range from anywhere from a very simple 360 application that can be accessed on any mobile device, on computer, on a desktop. The buyer can have it at the comfort of their own home and navigate their way through an unbuilt property, all the way through to a fully immersive virtual reality display suite.
Amazing.
Yeah, so tell us, and again, I don't know how many people actually understand how brilliant it can be to actually try out one of these virtual reality devices. And you guys can take them pretty much anywhere too. So tell us a bit about how the technology works and what virtual reality actually is from a property perspective.
Yeah, correct. So VR is basically the software that we use if you're familiar with gaming technology, so your Fortnite. We build all of our applications off that software. The reason being is because it's just so interactive and we can mimic real life experiences in this virtual world. So we have our buyers that will be in this fully immersive VR experience, opening up cupboard doors, changing their colour spec from the light scheme to the dark scheme, turning on taps, opening dishwashers. They can fully immerse themselves in this virtual environment, understand the heights of the ceiling, the width of their bedroom, all in a virtual manner.
That is amazing. I mean, I'm just watching that now. You feel as though you're there completely.
Yeah, I've popped a little video up, and that is the reality of what you're looking at through these goggles. It's pretty fantastic.
And look, it's amazing to watch, to be honest. We've had so many examples where we're in the virtual display suite and we were watching real life buyers fully immersed in this application and putting their arms out, assessing how far away the kitchen bench is to the sink and literally moving their way around the kitchen, mimicking as though they were really there. It's phenomenal to watch. We love it.
Amazing. So you talked about...
It's the power of VR.
Yeah, no, of course, which is something we're talking about a lot more, you know, the technology side of businesses and innovation, of course. This is so cool to talk about. Tell us about your target market. Who out there are you looking towards exactly?
Look, we work with a wide range of sectors. So it's the property developer, the sales agent, marketing agencies, and the end buyer will be using our applications. So look, with COVID, we saw a dramatic increase for our virtual 360 applications. You know, the property sector is incredible, and I've said this so many times in their ability to really pivot when they need to. You know, we had that sector of time where agents weren't able to do display suite openings. They weren't able to do auctions. They weren't able to do anything really. So the pivot and how quickly they did just inquiring on our virtual applications and integrating those into their sales strategies was phenomenal. You know, really, really amazing to watch.
Yeah, it's an amazing space and it just moves so quickly. So what are some of the exciting things that you're seeing in the industry at the moment?
Look, the technology is getting better and better all the time. The quality and the rendering capabilities that this software platform provides is just phenomenal. It really is so real life, and we're seeing a lot more applications that we're personally developing as well that create even more immersive environments without the need for the headset, in fact. So that's a bit of an exciting one that we have in the horizon.
So how does that, can you tell us more about that? Because we're obviously watching the vision and the headset is on. I mean, can you give us a hint? Is this a secret we should know about? What happens next?
How does it work?
So using the same technology, but removing the headset and having the application projected onto the screen and actually having the technology that tracks the movers, the buyer's movements. So when the buyer is moving to the left, for example, into the kitchen, the screen is actually moving with their tracking abilities. So no need for the headset, but still having that fully immersive experience and understanding of the space and how big the area is, all projected onto a flat screen TV.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It is so
Have you used it before?
No, I haven't been lucky enough to try it.
You need to.
Hopefully soon.
We need to get you in.
I know. Maybe you can bring me to the studio.
As you said before, Kiani, it's completely portable, very easy to set up and set down. So I'm more than happy to bring it into the studio and let everyone play. We'll put on the zombie mode.
Our guys will love it. They are gaming people. I'm not going to use the word that some people use, but gaming people, gaming friends, of course.
Yeah, that's amazing.
There you go.
So I've been told you're also a brilliant networker and your social media is doing amazing things. So before we wrap up, what's planned for next? Where can we see you?
Yeah, sure. I'm really excited to be speaking at, on a panel at the Australia 180 building. So that's in conjunction with SAP, which is an incredible networking association. So feeling very honoured actually to be speaking on that panel, because this particular networking group bring the best of the best thought leaders of the industry together to talk about all things property related. So that's where I'll be speaking next, and I'm really excited.
Awesome.
One of those parties I mentioned.
Right.
And so give us a bit of a wrap up. What does the future look like for Lucid Vue?
Look, we're looking to expand our horizons. We predominantly work and service our clients in Australia, but we're getting a lot of interest internationally, which is really exciting for us. So I can't say much more than that, but there's some pretty exciting things internationally coming.
No, that's amazing. That's
Awesome.
so exciting.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to keep you involved in the conversation here and see how the year evolves. But for now, how can we learn a bit more? Where can we head?
Yeah, absolutely. You can head to our website, which is lucidvue.com, and we're across every social media platform. So type in Lucid Vue and you'll find us.
Thanks so much for your time.
VUE.
VUE.
Of course. We'll speak to you really soon, okay?
Thanks, Brooke.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
That's awesome. I mean, because you go on the websites and you check out properties, but some of them, like the technology is so old school. You just like moving the mouse and whatever. That's different.
Have you seen the real estate? And look, I mean, again, kudos to the real estate industry, but some of them, especially through COVID, had to take virtual inspections on their phones.
Really?
So this is like next level.
Absolutely. Like it literally, we're just
clarity.
watching. It feels like you're in the home.
Could be real.
That's amazing. Great stuff. Awesome episode. I was trying to think of a viewer question, but I couldn't quite I mean, my viewer question is like, I need to get into the property market. So like, tell me how to get into the property market. What's your answer?
Just start. Wait, first go to a broker, get a pre-approval.
Of course.
Then come to me when
Do
you have
all
the money.
the work, but it is about starting. That was an awesome
It
chat.
is.
Thanks so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank
Talk
you so
soon.
much.
Ticker Property, of course, presented by our partners at KLM Conveyancing, who specialise in residential, commercial conveyancing and developments right across Australia. Learn more, klmconveyancing.com.au. We will see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Get breaking news from Ticker direct to your mobile. There's a lot happening right now, and the news cycle is by the minute. So stay up to date. Download the Ticker News app, then enable notifications within the app. We'll tell you when major stories are breaking, the news you want to know. So just enable the app.
Stream Ticker News live on the Ticker app, on your social media platforms, or watch live and on demand at tickernews.co. News as it breaks and the stories shaping our lives on demand. Ticker, streaming news now.
Here on Ticker Green, we're putting the focus on businesses doing the right thing.
It's an incredible space with so much change right around the world. But with so much focus on government action, what are businesses doing to make it?
Some big corporations to startups
We're hearing from businesses right around the world.
around the world. So join us for Ticker Green right here on Ticker News.
The world is obsessed with